Hi, this is Abigail Hickman with This, That, and the Third, a book I tell about Shaniya Davis's kidnap, rape, and murder from her mother allegedly selling her to the pedophile for $200 back in 2009 in Fayetteville. This particular vlog is only going to cover or show or discuss Shaniya Davis's geographical journey she took in the 5 years that she was alive. So we'll begin. Here is a little pumpkin in her little pink tank top shortly before her rape and murder. She lived with her dad, Brad Lockhart, pictured here, and her dad's girlfriends in this house in Fayetteville, where she stayed with him and whoever he was dating at the time for most of her life, till the last 4 months of her life, when he gave custody to her mother, Antoinette Davis, seen here, who is not, this is her in court, in one of her court proceedings. She lived in Sleepy Hollow, where Shaniya spent the last 4 months of her life, inside this trailer, with her mother and her aunt. These pictures were allegedly taken from inside the trailer. I can't substantiate the origin of these pictures, but I can tell you that after Antoinette called 911 to say that Shaniya was missing, the police came out and condemned the trailer, and no one was ever permitted back in it because the conditions were too squalid. Antoinette was taken to the jail, but everybody else was placed elsewhere. There were a lot of kids in the house. This is the aunt, Brenda, Shaniya's little sister, Shaniya's aunt, but Brenda, Antoinette's little sister. She's the only one in the trailer who knew, consorted with, or did drugs with, or had sex with Mario McNeil, who is here. He is the person who raped and murdered the little girl. He left the trailer park, and I wanted to show you a picture of this gate. This is where, people live back in this trailer park, kids, families, moms, people, dads, and they have this barbed wire. It looks just like the prison where I visited Antoinette. It's so odd, Anyway, that's where Shaniya lived the last 4 months of her life, and this is the gate that Shaniya went through with McNeil, where he drove 30 miles to this Comfort Inn in Sanford, North Carolina. It took him about 28 to 32 minutes to go from the trailer park to the Comfort Inn, where he checked into room 201 and raped the girl. She was then taken at some point between the rape and 12 to 42 minutes later, was asphyxiated and dropped here in the Lee Carnett kudzu field, where a bunch of deer carcasses, where hunters would dress their deer. McNeil wasn't a hunter, unless you don't count humans. We don't know why. No one knows why he dumped her here. But she was taken from here to her funeral that Shaquille O'Neal, who is a famous National Basketball Association player, paid for her funeral. He heard about it on Nancy Grace and was moved. Nancy Grace had lots of loud and surface things to say about the rape and murder. And she finally rested here, and I find solace, I guess, in the fact that next to her on this left-hand side, this is the back of another child's grave. It's a little Raggedy Ann tombstone, but Shaniya isn't alone. I know she's gone, but it gives me some solace that she's resting among children. So thank you for watching this vlog and watching me detail the journey of writing and researching and the crime and themes around Shaniya Davis's death. This is Abigail Hickman with This, That, and the Third. Thank you.